The Loco is back in a much different form. This is immediately a Paddle of the Year contender. Let's talk about the new bread and butter Loco. Now these new Locos will be nothing like the Loco of old. These are elite tier power paddles, sitting just under the power levels of the Selkirk Boomstik and Flick F1, but more powerful than paddles like the Joola Pro 4. These will be $199, but you can use code PURSUIT to bring the price down to $179. These will be available in 3 shapes, the elongated, hybrid, and standard shape. These paddles will be 16 millimeters, featuring a floating EPP core, and they are exceptionally powerful, exceptionally poppy, but also very linear with their power curve, making them, in my opinion, one of the best all-around paddles on the market. Now, because this is a top-tier firepower paddle, you can expect this to have excellent pop. When drilling with my typical drill partners, they were very impressed with how much pop I was able to get on counters with this bread and butter Loco. Now, although this is an elite tier power paddle, I would say this is one of the more linear power paddles that we've seen in the market, really in line with the J2 NFs in terms of predictability, making this pretty easy to control, but by no means is it a control-oriented paddle. So if you're not used to super poppy and powerful paddles, I would say this is still going to be pretty difficult to dial in your control-oriented shots, but much easier than the Gen 3 paddles like the Joola Pro 4, the Selkirk Boomstik, and of course the Flick F1 Terracore. Now with this elite tier power, you're going to need exceptional spin, and the Loco absolutely delivers. Rivaling paddles like the J2 NF, but sitting just under, in my opinion, the king of spin, the Flick F1. This is really up there with the best paddles on the market. Now the Locos are going to be average in terms of maneuverability. Nothing that's going to be too slow in the hands, but they're not going to be elite in terms of quickness at the net. Now in terms of sweet spot size, you will notice that these Locos have a very good sweet spot. That floating EPP core really does have a great amount of reactivity when you just miss off center, which makes it a very forgiving paddle. Now, if you're looking for the most stable Loco, obviously the elongated is not going to be the one. I would say definitely lean towards the hybrid, but the standard is going to by far be the most stable and forgiving paddle of this Loco lineup. Now, if you're wondering which shape is for you, I would say get the elongated if you're looking for the most power, the most reach that you can get. If you're looking for a super stable and forgiving power paddle, I would say go with the standard. Obviously, if you want to mix the two of those somewhere in the middle, go with the hybrid, which is my preferred shape. Now, there's really nothing negative I can say about the performance of the paddles. The only knock I can ever give on any of these Loco paddles is the hybrid and standard shape paddles handle length. I wish they were just a touch longer for people with larger hands who use two-hand backhands, but it's still sufficient enough and not really a huge problem to deal with. Now, this Loco that you see on screen is not what the final production model will look like. This will have a different graphic setup, however, it will play exactly the same as this pre-production model. Now, Bread and Butter has been known for making really cool looking paddles that perform really well, honestly. But the new Loco series is an elite performing paddle that will 100% be in the running for best paddle of 2025. These paddles go on pre-order August 20th and will be released in 72-hour pre-order windows, which you can see at the bottom of the screen with their expected ship date. Now, if you'd like to pick up the new Loco, you can utilize code PURSUIT to bring the price down to $179. This does help support this channel and is greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoyed this review of the new Locos. These paddles are elite. Until the next review, I'm Lewis with Pickleball Pursuit, and I'll see you guys soon.